So Trish, just trying not to dox my license plate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it, I just broke my fucking... I just broke my mount. No. No way. What's up, Jose? I just damn broke the clamp on my chest mount. Shit, what can we do about that? It's like one piece. It's completely snapped on me. I suppose I can try some duct tape or something. I don't know. Just to get by today, yeah, I mean to fix it. I mean it, like that is completely snapped. Right here. Actually, it's like just the extender, I think. Let me see. I don't know. I think what I'll do for now is just try to Gorilla tape it. It's probably gonna be a little bit floppy, but I'm gonna have to order new, what's it called? New little clamp. New little piece for it. You know, they can. What I'll do first is super glue it and then Gorilla tape it. And that'll at least get us by for today, and then I'm gonna have to order some new little things for it. See if I can find. Yeah, still have some super glue. Well, shit. Not a good way to start a stream. Let's go in the van for a second so I can say, guys, I'm going to try to repair this quick. Let's swing by and pick it up. Yeah, it's like this little piece is what broke. I mean, that it's not this actual like whole clamping mechanism. Well, then that snapped off of, I believe it's just an extender, and I do have like another one of these, not the same but similar in storage, and maybe one of those would work, but again, that's in storage. So what I'm going to try to do is maybe just glue it and tape the shit out of it. Yeah, I know how to swim. Well, let's see. Gotta be able to match this up properly. And this other wing piece might be too heavy. Definitely too heavy for the glue to hold it. But at least help. Probably not. Just grab the tape it. And let that glue settle. Like jigsaw puzzles, yeah. Like riddles and shit, no. Son of a biscuit. At least trying to give like this glue a fighting chance, but it's kind of hard to do. Probably be easier if I just take it off. Yeah, there's no way. We're really just gonna have to tape the shit out of it. I'm gonna have to order it now. What's up, ladybugs? So, yeah, I don't know what else to do. Just have to ride around looking ghetto for the day. So, just gonna like get it into its normal position as much as possible. Gorilla tape the fuck out of it. Because I can get the Gorilla tape around here pretty tight, so. What's up, ladybugs? I mean, it's coming along. It's not even. It's like not even lined up in there. Oh my god. Whatever. A couple more pieces of Gorilla tape, we're ready to rock. And I'll have to see if like the pieces I have in storage are enough, or if there's like a replacement deal for this one. Because Tammy actually ordered me this one. So I don't know if this company, Wafting, has like separate shit that you can get. You always got to keep a roll of Gorilla tape on deck, though. Or T-Rex tape. Shits. You can get it in many different colors, but I'm trying to do something here. Big Bear, California. Yeah, I have a passport and TSA pre-check. Trying to get it as tight as possible because I don't want it to be like any extra wobble, but it's going to get us through today at least. And I'll look later. Let's see if we can get some replacement parts for this one. So I really like this chest mount. This has been the best one we've come across. The first one wasn't that good. It was way too wobbly. This one's actually been really good. But as least wobbly as we're going to get, I think. I mean, they're all going to have some type of bounce to the outs. I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, we can still rotate a little bit, but it's not like we're in full motion. This shit just looks fucking ghetto as shit, but I'll put the bra back on. Let me see what Trish is yapping about here. Yeah, I'd like to check out that area. It seems really pretty. Especially if you watch the eagle nest cam that they have. Alright. Let's not re-break it here. Like, all lopsided and shit. Where'd I set my keys? What in the world? How do I set my keys, guys? I mean, they can't be far. I just use them. Maybe not. Where the actual fuck did I put my keys? I gotta be on the side. That was the last place I was. Of course, it's locked. They had to have been closed. This Nike keychain blends in with Nike. You gotta remember this shit's broke. I am neat. Very neat. For your information, Trisha. And Trish. You gotta be neat to live in a small space. Just when I get in a hurry, then I start throwing shit all over. You guys think it's gonna be more yellow than last week? Bro, I feel all types of fucked up, man. Like I feel off center. I feel. Nobody knows it. Happened over here. Nobody run me over, please. Thank you. You gotta cross at some point here, I suppose. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. At least he gave you guys a nice smile. Nice little friendly Colorado smirk. It's getting very colorful up in here. Dogs need to shut the fuck up. Sorry, wasn't looking at chat. What's up, Tammy? So, Tammy, I broke the shit just now. We had to tape it out. I broke the, like what makes, where the phone goes into. where this phone goes into. There's like another piece that it connects into, and I like snapped it. So I'll have to look later and see if they make any replacement parts for this chest mount, because I really like it. However, I've kind of used the shit out of this thing, so I'm surprised it's actually lasted this long, you know, but like I said, it's like just one of the pieces that it goes into. It's just a couple plastic pieces is all it is. It's not like plastic's the strongest, you know. Hit my vape a couple times. Keep on riding. Actually, I'm gonna have to go down this hill, because that's how we get under the road. But it's like we're kind of like crooked right now. It's throwing me all off. But so it might be a little bumpier than normal, but we're just gonna have to deal with it for today until I get a new piece. Because we're just duct taped together. About sums up my life, huh? We're just held together by a piece of Gorilla Tape. I'm going autopilot here. Smoking, trying not to crash. So my vape says it's out of juice, but it's definitely not. I could just be smoking coil at this point. I do got a new one in the van. Should I actually grab that? I think there's a path through here. I might be tripping at this point. Or maybe it is up. Maybe I came down here for no reason. Yeah, I did. It's a path right there. It's like I knew it was around here somewhere. Let me just make myself do more exercise. Try to get up a steep ass hill and slides with no grip pushing a scooter. Come on, scooter. Yeah. Alright. Oh my god. That was a lot of work. That was too much work. What's up, John? Cookie. What's up, Mike? It is definitely 420 somewhere. Out of breath content. So we are like so fucking crooked. It's irritating. Try to offset it a little bit. It seems straight, you know. I don't even know how I freaking cracked it either. Like, I heard it crack, I was like, oh shit. And it just snapped off. Definitely got to get some replacement parts. Have some extras on deck. What the hell is that jumping around? It is pretty up in here. I've never seen this part of it. They got some massive trees. They're all turning yellow. Like yeller action. Yeah, the Dodgers are still in it. Rockies. We didn't even get 50 wins this year. I guess a whole bunch of people at the head office resigned and shit. We didn't even get pinchy 50. However, my Brewers are still in it. Brewers might end up playing the Dodgers. You never know. I think we already did, didn't we? I don't know. My dad keeps me updated because he's a huge Brewers fan. Doesn't miss a game. They're getting pretty fall colors coming through. Seems like every week it's more and more yellow. So, Justice. Taking out the Brewers next. Yeah, well, the fact the Brewers even made it this far with a bunch of rookies, that's all they have. You got to think the Dodgers got a stacked team. They got like a ridiculous millions of dollars to fucking stack their team every year. Brewers got a bunch of rookies. They got a bunch of young rookies. So, like, so the fact they've made it that far, and the fact that they've beat the Dodgers several times now, not looking good for y'all, but the Brewers definitely impressed me this year, though. And so we had a bunch of just young dudes. Some of them were sick, you know. Green as shit, barely played any games. Just riding around listening to his 70s fucking love jams. Yeah, they're good for not having a huge salary cap. No, like I said, they don't got the salary like the Yankees or the Dodgers and shit, so there's a bunch of young boys. It was absolutely beautiful today. I think they're maxed out at like 75. It was actually kind of hot for a little bit. It makes for a beautiful fall ride. I do have a sub in my backpack. I want to stop and eat. I got some actual real weed on me. I've been dabbing for like the last like week now straight. Haven't touched the bong. Smoked a pipe earlier and got all ripped. And it doesn't make sense, but it's like the weed definitely hits you different than concentrates. I mean, yeah, they're both getting you stoned, but I was like, smoking a little bit of flower was like probably way higher than I should have been. It's like, yeah, that's probably because I'm not smoking any flower and puffing on that live hash rosin. It's like straight Packer colors through here. And green and gold, baby. Oh shit, what's this running at us? Oh shit, what is this? Oh, it's just a deer. It's just a little baby. What you doing, baby deer? I didn't know what the hell it was, man. I just seen it come shooting out of the shit. It looked like it was running right at us. He shot down in here somewhere. Oh, I can still see him a little bit. I can see the butt. It's just a little baby. I think the DVR's on. If you missed it, just run back a little bit. It's just a little baby Bambi. Squirrel is chilling on the tree looking at us. It's probably wondering what the hell that deer was up to as well. I don't know if my scooter can outrun a charging deer. I don't know if a deer would even charge. What the hell is this? I didn't know this was here. They got like a little... I know where we're at, yeah. I actually used to work at this Kohl's once upon a time. It's like a little dam to slow the river down or something. Slow the creek down. Is Robin here? She'll pop up. Shout out to Robin and VK for sure. Robin's usually here. VK, he watches on the TV, so he doesn't really chat. But he's usually always here too. Why is this little area all fenced off like what? You doing some landscaping or something? People like climbing up there sleeping or something? What's up, Isabel? VK's already got us freaking Golden Knight tickets for I think sometime in December. Maybe November? I don't know. It's like soon after I get there though. don't think we can stream like the actual game, but I can definitely stream like the pre-party and after party, or like our reactions at the game or something. They can't like film the rank, but can like film us like reacting to it, I guess. But or do like a little pre-game and pre-after. Tan dog. Do what you gotta do, ladybug. I'd rather get up and let him out than clean him up off the floor and then get mad about it. No, if I wasn't lazy, I'd just let him out. Make sure that beep gets him. Okay, now we're to the portion of the trail that we frequent. Now the section we've never. There's actually nothing up here. I'm not sure why I'm going up here. It just goes into the businesses, Costco and Kohl's and Lowe's, and a bunch of food places up in there. Trader Joe's, shit like that. So how's Trish gonna come in here and ask all those questions and not tell me what it was about? Like, what's up with that? Oh yeah, we searched for homeless encampments back here that one day. Yep, under 2 weeks now, Jose. No, she's not a troll. She's another streamer. There's Robin. What's up, Robin? Damn, broke my chest monitor before I started streaming, so we're all duct taped up. We gotta see if they make replacement parts. It's like I'm just ordering some other ones that are probably cheap anyhow. So yeah, we might be a little cockeyed and crooked with the frame, but yeah, way more yellow and golden than last week. Some of the trees were like just, I remember like looking at this tree in particular, and it's pretty much like 70% yellow now. I should show this if Astro or Bella is working. or working, lurking. I was talking about a utility van in this chat the other day. This is what the utility vans are, but if you can get one that's a high roof utility van that you could stand in, like I said, you have all this outside storage you'd have access to, which would be really nice. Have all this access, extra storage and shit on both sides of the van. Then, if it's high roof and you can still stand in it, shit, better yet. I don't know if they have those in Canada. I mean, I think so. It's just a utility van. That's what they call them. I've been eyeing up a lot of box trucks lately, but I don't want to get another Express, for one. A lot of them are Express front, and just a box in the back, but the box would give you a little bit more room, but not much. And I doubt the box gives you any more cargo space than an actual extended high roof cargo van. So I don't know I'd want to roll around in a box truck all the time. Oh yeah, one of those newer utility vans with all that extra storage on the outside. I mean, I don't know what I put in there, but I think I'm gonna utilize one of these picnic tables and eat my sub. See what you guys are talking about. I've actually stocked my backpack. I feel so organized. Look at this thing. Not only got hand sanitizer, I got some extra paper towels, and in case I got the sniffles, some Kleenex. I feel like my mom packed my lunchbox. And then here, we got a Black & Mild, a lighter, a smelly jar. And here, we got nothing. Nothing but the Coach pads. And here we got some sweet tea, some Jimmy John's, and my battery pack. So this should be good to set the phone on. Oh yeah, I do got a pack of wet wipes I could throw in there too. It's not a bad idea. Just missing the 40s. Been hungry all day too. It's like one of those days I woke up and my stomach's already growing. backpack place. No, my little so look how ghetto this shit looks. It's kind of like cocked off to the right a little bit. Not straight. At least it swivels a little bit so I can offset it, but this is the one I found to work the best. Adjustable. It's more for like Zoomer kids that want to lay on bed and watch TV or watch their phone. I mean, it's your, you know, that's actually what it's meant for. But I see a lot of different streamers using them to walk around with, and it's not as stable as a gimbal. But I have both my hands free, which I really prefer instead of like carrying a stick around. You gotta add some tater chips. It's a secret smelly layer. And add a little layer of tater chips on it. Yeah, the bra, like, it keeps it from like bouncing out though, you know what I mean? Like the bra definitely has a point. And it sucks having it around your chest and shit, but it keeps it from like bouncing out more. It kind of keeps it more stabilized, like right to your chest. Yeah, a little picnic, Tammy. Little picnic dinner. With all the fall color. How about that? This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Tammy. Yeah, we get some pretty much some like purplish, reddish ones on some trees, but otherwise it's like just the golden. It's not like the north. If you like ever been up north, like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Canada, you pretty much just get like this yellow. God damn, am I really getting this gray? It's like my whole chin's turning gray, guys. This side too. Was 82 the high, or that's what it is now? That's what I mean too. Isabel's a turkey bacon. Fucking Night Thought with this stupid shit makes me miss a lot of comments. You're supposed to get some rain too, Tammy? It's not. 76. What does it say it is here? Or did Robin already do it? No, that's it. It's probably like 73 right now. We're not actually going through Albuquerque this year, Jose. '79? No way. There's no way. This year, Jose, we're going to Walsenburg, and then cutting west through Colorado down to like Durango, and then from Durango popping out through that little portion of Arizona where there's absolutely nothing, and then popping out in Flagstaff. It's on a Monday. I don't even know if you'd be around. Yeah, is that what it is? No, that's Interstate 70's up by Denver, going into Utah and shit. So like you know where Trinidad is, like way southern Colorado, like north of Trinidad's Walsenburg, and then you head west from Walsenburg off I-25. And I'm not sure what it's just a little 2-lane. It's not like an interstate or anything. Then you go through like Fort Garland, Alamosa, Pagosa Springs to Durango. And then from Durango, you gotta drive through like bumfuck nowhere, and there's like no reception from Durango to Flagstaff. Well, it's because there's a castle down there I want to see. We'll be streaming. It's a super pretty drive from Walsenburg to Durango. It's a completely different mountain range. I want to stop at Treasure Falls as well. So there's like 3-4 things that I want to do on the just on the way to Durango. So but yeah, it'll give you an areas a reason to come to Vegas. What's up, Tessa? Napkins are about to blow away. We're just having a little picnic scooter ride here. As you can see, it's getting pretty yellow out there. I'm trying to quit yapping for a second so I can just finish. Shit, BK will. I'll drink with you all night. Me, like 2 beers, I'm done. Yeah, thing too, Jose, I haven't drank all summer. Not a single drop. So like, I'll probably like, if I had a margarita or something right now, I would definitely feel it. Like, I'm really well. Dodgers and Philly. That's what Jimmy John's thing is. Tessa, the fresh bread. They make their own, like, every day they make their own little, like, French loaf type thing. I don't know if that's what you would call it. That's crazy on my phone. Like, the closer I am, the more it focuses on me and blurs out the background. The bacon patty melt. Sounds fire. for a 40-year-old oldie. Shout out to you, Justice. Appreciate you. Wait, are you making bacon in the new wave or the whole everything? Really? Interesting. Like, you can literally cook anything on them? I might have to look and see how much power they take. The meat patty and the bacon are already cooked. Just keep melting down the cheese. Interesting. Alright, let's keep it moving. I had a feeling you're gonna do that, Jose. Star, dude, 240s. I'm fucking going to bed. Yeah, show it to you, Jose. Thank you. Yeah, 240s. I'm probably going to bed, bro. We still use my Stanley every single day. Tessa. Oh, so you're just essentially reheating. I think we got a leash stuck in the tire. Oh, yeah. Come up out of there, buddy. Thinking if we can make it over to the swing spot, the rope swing. Be a good place to sit down. Have some CBD. Drink a 40 of Old E. Pass out. Forgot how I got there. So just recently, there's a park and ride up here. When I was parking at the park and ride, there's just too much fuck shit going on there for my liking. But I was like backed in, and I had pathway, but different else. But I was kind of shocked. Like, really? They got a freaking drone out here? Well, they've been using those drones a lot around here to crack down on these. And they pull them over like, why are you driving 145 up Interstate 25? Well, I was just having fun. It's all fun and games till you look like a fucking cheese grater. And you got a closed casket, you know. I mean, I can understand getting a new... What's up, Jeffrey? So, we got this beautiful creek next to us. Of course, the mountains behind it. It's always nice to see some new names pop up. Tammy. Dude, I'm so glad I got out. This is where I used to have my storage. So I got to drive to Vegas. I'll probably take Thursday off that week just so I can have a couple days to reacclimate myself. And then we'll be back at it. Normal schedule the following week, but Vegas streams. So I think the first week will probably make it easy because I haven't, really don't watch any. I mean, Big T once in a while is on the strip. Check out the progress on like the Hard Rock and all that shit, see what's going on. Any center strip updates, latest and greatest. Unless I have something else I want to do. Thursday it'll be like earlier in the evening. We'll probably go walk around Fremont for a little bit on Thursday. Like I said, I'm not gonna be there late. I'm not gonna even be drinking. It's just gonna be a quick walk around, check out the bands, see what Fremont's up to. However, that's not what all summer is gonna be. We got lots of shit to do. But if I'm out of options, that's probably the best plan. Or I feel like being lazy or something. But I know Robin's got a whole list of stuff, so Tuesdays will still probably be Still gonna be IRL. Like I said, the default streams will be like the strip if I don't have something else better than I want to do on Tuesdays. Because I definitely want to go up to like Mesquite and Laughlin. We're getting up donations for the gas and shit. It'd be cool to go up to Reno and stream around Reno for a little while. It'd be cool to connect with Jim P and Power Up, or however you say it, Power Up. Maybe I'll hit Jim P up on Instagram and see if he'd be. He might not even be down for if you guys want. Definitely have to try to get like do a little tour around like the Red Rock area eventually too. Downtown Summerlin. You're driving, well, drive safe, get your ass home in one piece. Definitely miss parking on this road though. You used to be able to park on this road back in last summer. Actually, the first 2 summers. Definitely miss having the creek next to me and the trains on the other side. Where I'm parking now, they don't seem to care. I don't think there's anybody to bitch because I'm like parking at a business that's out of business. They're not doing anything with it, so I parked there the last couple of weeks and nobody said shit. And had a cop drive by real slow the other night. I seen him in the hood vision. And he goes creeping by, so he had to have been running loud just to be safe in case he came knocking or something, but he never did. So I'm not even going to answer for it. I'm not obligated to answer, so I'm not going to. They make it move. If you don't answer, the worst they can do is put a sticker on your window. It says you got 3 days to move, otherwise they'll tow you. You peel the sticker off, the process starts over again. It's like, in here to find out too, technically they could give me a ticket for camping on a public roadway. Imagine that. Camping on a public roadway like I was a real bum in a tent next to the sidewalk. Yeah, but like security can. So it's all about like finding a place on private property that doesn't have security or anybody really paying attention. Pulling out of I was like, man, I could probably actually get away with parking right here. Started parking there, haven't had an issue. There's another van that came parked next to me the other night on the weekend. Some of those spots fill in, but normally it's just me and the whole little row of like 8 spots. Once you get home, yeah, make sure you get home. Traffic's probably a mess right now. Or it might be just clearing up. We're just creeping along. But yeah, this is the parking route I was talking about right here. So you see like this, you guys probably can't see it, like this white truck backed up. And that's basically how I was. So my backup camera was facing out here. And there's no way like a regular citizen, I don't know, I mean, you could have like a super bright flashlight, but it was definitely like a police flashlight, I think, if I had to guess. And then all of a sudden a drone pops up, like, yeah, there. It was like this area that we're looking at now is where they were searching. And I was like backed up next to the fence right here. I actually bumped into the fence. My poor van's gone through such abuse lately. I scuffed the side of my door, back up into the pinchy fence here. Oh god, there's a whole bunch of camps under there. Oh yeah, I know that guy actually. Gave him a bag of supplies the other day. He sits outside the gas station across the street. I kind of figure he had to stay in this area. He's always there. It's always like sitting there reading a book, waiting for somebody to help him. He's kind of a weirdo, because the other day I like held up a bag of stuff for him to come grab, and he just kind of stared at me for a minute. Like, don't you know? Somebody holds up a bag and looks at you, it's probably for you. Gave another homie a pair of socks the other day, and he was so happy. He's like, man, that's exactly what I wanted too. And there you go, brother. Nice fresh pair of socks, never even worn. Enjoy. It makes my day when I can do something like that, and it's like his reaction was worth it all. He's like, oh man. And one day I gave him a fresh white shirt. He was so happy about that. I come back to it a little while later, and he had the shirt on. And that same dude gave him a pair of socks, and he's like, man, that's exactly what I was after today. I mean, it's something anybody could do when you're out driving around. If you just have a pack of white shirts and like a pack of Hanes socks or something, you know, just shirts and socks. A lot of people really get happy over. You gotta think it sucks to wear the same dirty shirt all the time and the same dirty socks, you know. I mean, hell, even if you had a pair of boxers too. You know, people would enjoy that. There's somebody sitting on my bench over here. Just have to find another spot. Yeah, oh, jeez, this is not a path to be riding on. There's some nice rocks right here we can go sit on. Enjoy the rapids. There he's like, I swear I wasn't texting and driving, I was stopped, guys. Don't yell at me. It's like you can almost smell the stink through the screen. If you want a wet butt. Yeah, in the summertime though, for sure. They are a little slippery. I was walking on them one day. They got some like algae that grow on top of them a little bit. Yeah, quality CBD, pure Colorado hemp. Yeah, no, no kidding, Robin. He thinks I keep like a fold up fishing pole in my backpack or something. Just always like, throw a line right here, see what you catch. Hey, bro, we ain't gonna catch nothing. We're gonna be out here all day catching weeds and dope needles. Yeah. Some high quality Colorado hemp. Yeah, Tessa, this has become my favorite little portion of this path. I really enjoy coming down to like this little spot by the rope swing and the bench over there. I'll be on the bench, but there's a couple sitting on it. So I really like to come hang out in this little spot. Like creek we're at on last Tuesday or this Tuesday. The little creek spot's another one of my favorite spots. And yeah, I think this is probably the prettiest time of the year to see it. It's like you still got some warmth. And you got to remember how it looked in the spring. Like there's like the trees were just starting to leaf out and shit. And then all winter, all the leaves fall off the tree and it's just all dead in here. And every season's got its own look, but I think this is definitely the prettiest. And it's still nice enough I can be out here in shorts. It's like one of those perfect fall days. Yeah. Just like this whole creek, I don't know, the whole path. It's all pretty in its own little separate way. But there's just a couple like spots off of it that I really enjoy. And this is just one of them. It's starting OF. Some strawberry shortcake. What? And the Halo Top. What the heck are you talking about? Only strawberry ice cream? Oh, strawberry ice cream. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Laying here in like the mermaid position. Laying here in the D-ware position. On my belly with my chest up. Smacking on some chicken wings. With my little feet in the air. And I'm just sitting there with a box of Hooters chicken wings. And a big old fat blunt. Beached right up there in the sand, right before the rocks. And then we'll get a shot of me laying on my back. Morning glory, full staff, looking up at the tree. But I'll have like my arms up over my head like this, you know, showing off flexing my muscles. What's up, Susie? Empty Heineken bottle. Using it as an ashtray for my blunt. We'll have another one where I'm just laying on my stomach, but I got like arm floaties on. Nothing but arm floaties. And I'm just laying there under the tree. There's Jason. I just caught a couple fish, Jason. You missed it. Just sat down to enjoy some Colorado CBD, but I just pulled a couple nice trout out of here. They just weren't big enough to keep. Yeah, some Colorado trout. No, I had to throw them back, Susie, because they're too small. $24. Yeah, my dad said it was supposed to. They're supposed to get something like that too. He's in northern Wisconsin, so probably similar to what you got. He said it was supposed to get down to, I think he said like 30s or something, or maybe he said 20s. I don't know. He said there's a frost warning if that helps. So I mean, it can't frost until what, like 32, 33 maybe. I don't know. But yeah, if y'all getting frost warnings and shit already, that's crazy. Well, I'm sure it's coming, Susie. Yeah, well, I mean, it is Canada. Winter happens. Yeah, it's Croptober. It's harvest month right now. That's why they call October Croptober. Everybody floods the market with their cheap outdoor bullshit. And the market will stay flooded for the next 3-4 months until that shit gets bought up by all the cheap people. And then they'll be like, everybody start grabbing the indoor again. Yeah, well. Seems like every year it's like less and less snow, more mild winters. They say global warming's not a thing. Hawaiian snow cone. And I got this, what is it? It's like a wax or a sugar, one of the two. But, called watermelon icy. This shit stinks so bad. Like at first it didn't have much smell, but when I like stirred it up a little bit and just released this fume of goodness. And now every time I open the jar, it just and like stinks up the van. But it doesn't have to be sitting close to you to smell it. So I like that stinky shit. Man, it smells like, I don't know. It smells like straight baby shit in a dumpster on a summer day. Like, it stinks so bad, but I don't even know how to describe it. The one time I smelled it, I'm like, man, that almost smells like straight baby shit. Another time I smelled it, I don't even know. I'll have to let Robin see. I have a hard time like describing taste and smell for some reason. It just smells like straight shit though. But like a skunky shit, you know what I mean? It's kind of like some, like, if you've ever smelled GMO, the strain GMO, that's another one that just stinks, and it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It just stinks so bad. It like stinks so good, is what I should say. No, it's not. I mean, everybody's got their preference, you know. My mom's actually the same way. She she doesn't want anything that tastes fruity or like flowery. She wants something that just tastes like straight earth. You know what I mean? Like a earthy, gassy, skunky. But like nothing like fruity or like fragrant. You know what I mean? Yeah, the garlic's. I got garlic breath right now too, Jason. That's pretty damn good. Garlic. It's like garlic breath. I want to say they had another garlic one too, but I didn't get it. Like garlic storm. I want to say maybe. I don't know. Put this on the crashing scooter. Yeah, you can still find some of that diesel shit. The diesel's pretty common to find something with a diesel in it yet. The one that has been like, there's a phenotype out there that has been like long lost, and that is the shit that smells like straight skunk. It's like hard to find good skunky smelling weed anymore. And my buddy, he probably went through, I would say at least 25 to 50 different skunk crosses and seeds when he had his grow set up. He just, like anything that had like skunk 94, some of the old school that's supposed to be like the original skunk, and for some reason he could not find anything. like you remembered back in the day. It's just hard to find that like super authentic skunk smell and shit. Old school. Like I don't even really remember. I wasn't smoking like that back in the day. The older people remember it. And I was smoking Reggie and shit back in that time. None of that was tasting like skunk. But if you were smoking, you know, better buds back in the 90s, early 90s and shit, you remember the old school skunk. That was ever so common all over the place. There's probably some shit coming from like BC. There's that, I can't think of that fucker's name. Susie probably knows who I'm talking about. Back in the day, they ended up, he had a huge like online seed company. I can't even remember the seed company name. But he was shipping seeds out as souvenirs for a long ass time, and then Canada finally got sick of it and busted him. You know, for some reason I want to say he had something to do with like High Times or something. But he was like the first person to do it. You know, he was like the first person to get a seed company online and the world access to Canadian genetics. This you know, like BC's always been known for BC buds and shit. Yeah, well, that's just it, Susie. I mean, the easy part, I mean, weed is a weed, and weeds grow very easy. It's a weed. That's what weeds do, just grow easy. So, I mean, that's really not an issue, getting them to grow. What is the issue is getting something quality off of them that's actually going to get you stoned without having to smoke a plant of it at once. Now that is not the easy part. And there is definitely a science to it. Nowadays, it's definitely a little bit easier because you have access to, you know, legalization and shit. Well, I guess even before that. I mean, the grow shops have been around a while. But there's like 1,000,001 different nutrient companies out there that make great products. You know, even some as easy as like a 3-piece, like a 1, 2, 3 step type deal. And that'll actually give you some pretty decent quality. But if you want, you know, medical grade quality, there's definitely a science to it. And it just really, it comes down to, I mean, the soil you're putting it in, the nutrients you're giving your plant, how much of it, you know, how much lighting it's getting. But the most important thing about growing weed is genetics. You got to make sure that you're not just pulling finding a seed in a bag and being like, oh, that some damn good pot, I found a seed in it. Nah. I mean, it'll work out and you give some nutrients, it'll probably turn out all right, but it really comes down to genetics when it comes to growing good marijuana. I mean, hell, you can have some bomb-ass genetics, throw it in the dirt, let it go, and probably end up with a pretty decent plant. But you give it the nutrients that it needs to grow even better, and shit. Now you got a plant that is top of the line. You know? And of course, growing indoor, you gotta mimic, you know, what's going on out here. And growing weeds not a cheap hobby at all. I mean, it'll definitely pay for itself over time. I mean, to be honest, when I moved to Colorado, I had a 401k. I cashed that bitch out and bought grow equipment, never looked back. I guarantee I made more off of that grow equipment than that 401k would have ever got me ever in my life. I mean, that like, it wasn't even that much. It was like 2,000 at the most. I went on and bought, you know, top of the line grow equipment and turned that into probably, you know, 100,000 plus. It's fucking black and white. I didn't put the lighter in my pocket. But yeah, I mean, I grew weed for 10 years, and before I decided, it was actually probably longer than 10 years, and I was growing weed when it was illegal. You know, back in Minneapolis, growing it out of closets. In Wisconsin, we had some shit growing behind my homie's shed, and of course, like, one person found out about it, fucking told the whole town, and then somebody stole our plants and weren't even flowering. They were just like, fucking these, I mean, they were growing so well, and then fucking somebody steals them, and they weren't even flowering. That's how retarded they were. It's like you got a plant with leaves on it that aren't going to get you high, it's just going to give you a headache. Like, congratulations. You know, had you waited another month, you could actually smoke buds. See what this happened. See what you guys are saying. Yeah, it's definitely one thing I don't miss is trimming weed. Yeah, I don't miss that at all. Every 2 months, having to trim a fucking pound of weed by myself, by hand. Yeah, and then shit like that can happen, Susie. I fried plants, man. I had a portable air conditioner hose pop out the back while I was gone. I come home, my room was 112 degrees, and my fucking month old, you know, like a month into flowering plants were completely fried. All the white hairs on the buds were just, plants never came back to life. Pretty much any time I got a clone from a dispensary, I'd end up with powdery mildew, and that shit's hard to get rid of. You know, I've ended up with getting clones from the dispensary around here, and end up with like a spider mite issue. You know, I mean, you pretty much got to rip everything down, fucking clean it thoroughly. I'd always use 99.9% rubbing alcohol and sprayer, and just wash all your equipment down and completely start over. Yeah, I've been there. That's why a lot of growers won't even like take, you know, won't take cuts from other people. They don't want other people even seeing their garden. Like, don't even come close to my shit. You might have fucking spider mites on your clothes and they rub off on my shit. You might have powdery mildew on your shirt or something. Smacks off and fucking gets into my exhaust system intake or something, you know. Just that one little spore, you know. No. You know, you see some like documentaries on Netflix and shit, they make them put on like a hazmat looking suit. You know, your shoes are covered up, you got a fucking, you know, thing covering your hair. They make you shower before you even go into the grow room. I mean, there's very solid reasons behind all that. Like some grow houses, like, you know, you got an outfit that you wear when you get to work. You know, you put your shit in a locker, you go into a sterilization like shower thing, and you put on a fresh outfit, and you go into the grow room. I mean, some people are like that, like superstitious about it. But no, man, you can, you know, especially if you got like a commercial operation, something like that, bugs, mildew, just wipe out like $250,000 easy. Because clones typically come from a plant that's known to be inferior. It's known to have good genetics, known to, you know what I mean? Just known to be good, so a lot of people go that route. Because even though they, you know, they can advertise that your seeds are feminized, you know what I mean? There's still a chance you can get a male out of them. Like, it's not, there's no 100% like you're getting female. I mean, chances are you probably will. I mean, the actual like breeding of genetics and shit. I mean, you know, people travel worldwide to get certain genetics to crossbreed with other genetics to come up with the ultimate genetic. You know what I mean? People have been doing this shit for fucking decades. There used to be a show, early 2000s, called Strain Hunters. And it was all about like going all over the world trying to find some of the landrace strains that come out of each country, you know, and getting seeds, you know, and then bringing them back to the United States, and then them growing, you know, like trying to find like authentic Maui Wowie seeds from Hawaii, or, you know, African fucking, or Afghani like Thai stick hash, or like the hash plant is like one of their land race, which means it's like, you know, an authentic genetic to that region. The Afghanis, they got like hash plant, they got like some other shit. You know, where did like going out to Cali find where the origination of like Granddaddy Purple came from, you know, shit like that. And I was looking at Weed Maps the other day, and it's rare that you see dispensaries selling like bubble hash, but or kief. And, there it is, room. It should be good. I mean, it shows good on mine. However, you know, 30 seconds ago it might not have been. Yeah, it was probably me. It's starting to get cold. They had bubble hash, which like you never see dispensaries selling bubble hash, and they also had some keef, like flavor specific or strain specific. But it's like when I grew up, I was buying bubble hash. My budget. They got even like little washing machines that will make bubble hash for you as well. Forget what they're called, but it's essentially a wash machine for your fucking pot to turn it into bubble hash. So, Mr. Marcus, yeah, I didn't smoke any flower for like 4 days. Like I said, I smoked lyric. I don't know if she's there or not. She was like staring at us. I mean, I just said something, and then I'm talking to myself. So, mm-hmm. What's up, Desert? Yeah, I've been chilling over here. Hope you've been well. Enjoying a little fall ride. Been kind of taking this ride once a week to watch the leaf colorations change. It's like everything's getting yellow. Oh, I was looking at memories from like 6 years ago, and there's definitely times in October we've had snow already. A couple days of like 40s before I left. The season's not looking too bad. I mean, we're still getting up to like 75. We did have a couple days where the high was like 57. Hopefully, those were like the two coldest days we'll have in the next little while. They're pretty much, I'll try to get up and leave kind of early on the morning. And I want to do that because there's like three different things that I want to see out of like on our way out of Colorado that come off one of these creeks. And I think actually Durango would probably be a good stream as well because they're very much a little tiny, like mountain city. So that might actually be cool. You just do Durango, they're like little ski towns. Like I said, all of which are like, shit that's like too far to like drive me off. I really thought it like something like I was just screwed. Because we stream in this area a lot and then, like, just get random. However, the area we're going in, it's like populated enough, there definitely should be at least, 4G. I mean, we're not going to get on 5, but. Well, Deseret's joined the membership. Thank you, Deseret. Yeah, all the live streams go on to members only after YouTube and Kick for a while. So I mean, there's people that really like both. I have to make it like something on my YouTube worth it for the members too. I mean, you could always become a member on Kick as well, but you cancel the YouTube if that was your preferred way of watching. But I think just to help the channel grow, we definitely got to stream on another platform. And I believe Kick is the play for that. So, like I said, maybe we'll like dual stream it for a couple months and see how it goes. I mean, YouTube might want to come over to Kick. Some people might want to stay on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe some people will be like, yo, fuck this dude. I don't even know what Kick is. Like, I don't care where he streams unless it's on YouTube. I don't know. Guess we won't know until we just do it and find out. Hello, Mr. Deer. I won't come any closer. Jimmy, I see you. There's another one. And another two. There's like a mom and a baby right there. And then this dude. The big old white booty. Yeah, there's that too, Mr. Marcus. You got a good point with that. I mean, I watch a lot of documentaries and different shit on YouTube, but I mean, there's, I think once a lot of us, I'm on Kick a lot already, but I think if a lot of others make that jump and find some other streamers that you like, I mean, there's, people are out there doing everything. But yeah, there's, so many IRL streamers out there, so many, gaming streamers out there, and Kick's got everything in categories, so you can, if you want to find an IRL streamer, you can just click the IRL category, it'll pull up everybody that's doing IRL on Kick. If you want to, see GTA roleplay, click on that category, boom. Hundreds of GTA fucking players all around the world. You want to sit there and watch a big titty chick just chatting with her shit out, there's a category for that, We ain't no simps, Mr. Marcus. We ain't no simps. You're gonna have those big old things out. Mr. Marcus says, I only subscribe to my real essays. Get no subscribe off of me, big titty weirdo, but, we'll look at them. I was cruising along in my automobile. Doing like a spider web attached to my head. And I know when I first got on YouTube and shit, Susie, there was like a streamer called Ice Beside, and he was pretty much like one of the pioneers for IRL streaming. He was like one of the first to do it, first to really kind of make it popular, And back in the day, it wasn't easy because, data wasn't as good as what it is now. Phones weren't that good. It took a lot to actually step outside and keep a stream connected and shit. We used to do that back in the day, and then as he kind of got, fame and grew throughout the years, you'd always come across, just weird characters. And a lot of them started streaming, and they would come across weird characters, and they would start streaming. So there's this huge network of streamers that I watch, but they're all pretty much on Kick. They all used to be on YouTube. People that have stream sniped Sin City Family and shit, you know what I mean? And back then, they're all like, thought it was, edgy and cool to like maybe potentially say something slightly racist or something. A lot of them, as they've gotten older and stuff, realize that's freaking retarded. So I'm glad none of them ended up doing any of that on the other stream, but I used to mod for a lot of these people back in the day. You'll still get the occasional troll pop up in here and start talking shit. Talking something about IP2, you're like, what the fuck's this dude talking about? Like, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, a lot of those people, Ice is, he's now a multi-millionaire fucking off of streaming. And, he's set for life. But he still streams. He pretty much, he does a lot of, like, events now where he just gives money away. Like any big streamer does, He's on Kick, and then, like, the owner of Kick will give him, like, 30,000-40,000 to throw an event, and give away as the prize money. So he's done everything from like different like prison streams to like Hunger Game themed streams to citywide scavenger hunts, all around. He lives in Austin, so he had a scavenger hunt all around Austin where people had to like figure out pretty much riddles and stupid shit that nobody in the right mind can figure out. And it would like lead you to a location where an RFID is, and you know 25 RFIDs, you know win 40 grand. He did like a little kind of like rat race across the United States, like you know first one to this city, you know wins X amount of money, but you got to stop, you know, a dozen different cities along the way and do different challenges and get a certain amount of points in each city to be able to leave that city. You know, he's done some pretty interesting shit. He did like 100-day, 24/7 thing all around like Japan and Korea, and I mean, hell, he streamed in probably 30 different countries. You know, Nepal, India, all over the place. You got a dog chasing me. Just like Joey, no. Joey, no, Joey. And Joey's over there trying to chase after me on the scooter. But yeah, a lot of like the older streamers that I came from, you know, that are part of like Ice Poseidon's network, a lot of them are just like doing sex pat shit in Thailand and Colombia, and you know, hell, there was even he like rented a yacht for, I forget what that was all about. Where they were supposed to like sail this yacht from somewhere to somewhere, and ended up like creating like two streamers out of it. And both of them are captains. But Captain G, man, he's like the ultimate sex pad. He just travels around the world finding these beautiful chicks to hang out with on stream. You know, he's like, dude's living the life now, and he was just a freaking yacht captain before. But he's like, he lived in like the Maldives or some shit. There was another dude that was his Uber driver. You know, he had a pretty good streaming career until he had like PDF file allegations, and then he just stopped. When you're saying like sexual stuff to like questionably aged girls on like a Omegle and shit, and you got an audience of, you know, how many hundred people watching, like people are gonna say something, you know, like, yeah, like act like no one was watching. What the fuck? Well, I mean, that's a whole like wormhole in itself on YouTube. Exposing like Omegle PDF files and shit. There's been a lot of these like Riz content streamers, you know. That's what they do. They go on Omegle and they try to like Riz these girls up, but then like they'll mute the stream and get their Instagram or something, knowing that they're underage. And a lot of them have been exposed and busted for it. Or getting them to like flash something like off cam, you know what I mean? But while they're still live, when the girl just said, you know, to the audience that they're underage. There's tons of that shit on YouTube. There's just a bunch of weirdos out there these days. But I like how like the Ice Poseidon community, a lot of the streamers, they get together and stream together. You know, there'll be 5-6 people. And there's people that travel around together, meet each other out, you know, in other countries. A lot of people collab. You know, a lot of experienced people that know how to create good content, know what good content is, you know how to entertain a chat and viewers. You know, there's this Colombian girl I watch, man. I've seen her in like, you know, riding a camel in front of the pyramids in Egypt. You know, she's like based out of New York. You know, I seen her like hanging out with some like very questionable thugs in like an old sewer system in Colombia. She's Colombian and lives in New York. Like an area of Colombia, like no, like I couldn't get away with. You know what I mean? She's hanging out with these dudes. Everybody's like, Nana, be safe, be careful. She's like, yeah, I'm from here. These are my people. But Colombia can get pretty rough, you know. But yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff on live streams, a lot of different countries. That's why, you know, live streaming's it's the new generation of entertainment. You know, it's just growing and growing and growing. It's like if you don't know what live streaming is by now, you're definitely living under a rug. But yeah, it's like when you go to a platform that's kind of like catered to it. There's, you know, so many people out here doing this shit. And of course, people have made a very successful living. Somebody all in black walking up here and freaking, they're standing there for a second, look like Bigfoot. It's like, man, this could be my viral moment. I'm gonna slide up on Bigfoot, slap him in the ass, all while on live stream, man, we're rich. Yeah. He's come sliding past. Blind corner. We're out of the darkness. As we emerge. And then we go ETing off the side of the shit into the pond. Whee! It's a cool shot though with all the reflection. I like shots that have reflection if you haven't noticed. Some random duck out there all pissed off. Yeah, it's literally what he sounded like. My duck quack is on point. Wank, wank, wank. Yeah, you like that, Jason? I'm the duck whisperer. Call me Smelly Duck. So right down here's where we seen that pinchy skunk that one day. And there's that random dude sitting in a lawn chair in the middle of the creek one time too. He was like, there, he was right down here. He was hanging out in the creek. At least he wasn't naked. He was just sitting in a lawn chair, probably having a beer. Probably had some bush light in the fucking creek. You see, these crotch rockets are, they're off the handle around here. No wonder why we got drones trying to catch ass. And they're so loud and they're always doing like 100 miles an hour, like no matter where they're at. Hello? That beeping gets annoying, I know. It's a freaking cruise control, but the cruise control is really nice. I just wish the beep wasn't so loud. Definitely chilled out. I thought about grabbing a hoodie too, and I didn't. It's not like horrible yet, but it's getting there. At least should have put on like a long sleeve t-shirt. That would have been alright. Just want to cross over where we can. Whoa. Just ran into the rocks. Oh shit. It's so damn loud right here. I just realized it, but Tesla sent a Venmo earlier. It was like a hot minute ago. It didn't, 5:34. It was like, yeah, that was a while ago. Well, damn it. If you're still here, Tessa, thank you so much. She's probably still watching. So if you hear me, Tessa, thank you. I just noticed that. I'm so sorry. I think I could probably actually go, but at the same time, I don't want to risk it. The drivers around here are a little crazy, a little slow. So yeah, shout out to Tessa. Yeah, Justifull, Jose, they dropped some super chats earlier. Shout out to Isabel. She always hits my Cash App with a generous donation at least once a week. Who are you trying to find? Yeah, well, I mean, even on YouTube, if you search Ice Poseidon, you'll unlock hours of shit. But yeah, he's definitely one of the. I mean, especially in his early days, he was one of the more degenerate streamers out there. He didn't really care about his image too much until he realized why it's important to care about your image. And he was really young when he started his career, and he was a nerdy kid that played games. He sat in his computer and played games. That's how he got popular. And then when Pokemon Go came out, he found a way to stream Pokemon Go. And then when that got boring, then he kind of transitioned into what IRL streaming is today. But he used to have a very, very racist, toxic community. People that would SWAT and dox him all the time, so he had to step away from streaming for a while. I mean, hell, he was on an airplane and somebody called in a bomb threat on the airplane. He was like one of the bigger streamers on Twitch back in the day until that happened. Twitch ultimately permabanned him. He still can't get unbanned from Twitch. This was like a decade ago, But and his community still they like to troll. I mean, his community was like the ultimate trolls. You know what I mean? Like they are, like the IP2 community were like the original YouTube trolls. And a lot of those streamers, they're about to fuck shit and they let that shit happen in their chat yet. Some of them, especially the younger ones, they don't care, it's how many times I've seen other streamers make somebody and or get locked up and thrown in jail while being live is, I couldn't even count on both my fingers and toes. How many people have been attacked live streaming? Shit's crazy out here in the streets. You know, in the springtime, I had that dude, and I don't know if you were watching, throw a whole ass log at me. You know, so anything can happen. As live streaming gets more and more popular, people realize they're being filmed already from every different angle. You know what I mean? And being recorded on your phone and being spied on by this and that and whoever. You know, people are kind of getting over it, but it's like just cruising on the sidewalk here. There's probably like 3 cameras that are picking me up. That are on these businesses or on the lights up here. Who knows where? You know what I mean? Well, there's Tessa. Yeah, thank you, Tessa. I just now realized that you sent me a Venmo. I'm not gonna lie, a root beer float from In-N-Out would smack right now. You might have to walk over there. Just where I'm staying all night. Oh, I'm ready to chill out. Sit down. So I may or may not walk over to In-N-Out and grab a root beer float. I feel like one spot on my spine and my lower back like always hurts. I think I definitely have slight scoliosis, I think. Because even the physical therapist kind of like a slight curve in my spine. Maybe it's getting worse or something. There's like one spot that like always hurts to like sit on and relieve it for a little while. It's just the joys of getting old, guys. Yeah, some of those streamers, their chat is just too quick. I mean, there's no reason to chat. It's not like a chat where your comment's gonna get read by the streamer every time. That's why there's a lot of people have to spam their comment. No, I don't. It's like it's straight up like in my spine. Do you think one of those patches would work, or like even some icy hot or something? I mean, do you think it could like penetrate enough to like get to that spot? Because I mean, like seems like it's like a bruise there, but never goes away. I mean, that's like the best way I can describe it, and it's always in that one spot. A very, I've just kind of learned to live with it, of course. So I've been trying to like just stretch more, just fingers to toes or, whatever I can do. Yeah, I do have, like some icy hot or something that I could try. I guess, like I said, it feels like it's more like just straight up in my spine, but I think having like slight scoliosis and shit, it eventually something inflames it. But it doesn't ever seem like that spot doesn't hurt. Like I said, it's just something you learn to get used to, but is not right. It's like, yeah, that's definitely not right. You know, I don't have no time to go get it x-rayed to really figure out what's going on. I mean, that'll probably be like one of my first objectives in the spring. We're getting an x-ray done on that and see. But yeah, I could definitely try some pain cream and see if it would, you know. Like I said, even just like pushing on it, just like feels like a bruise. Yeah, I could definitely try that. Or like Tessa said, one of those patches would probably be good too if it was able to really get in there. But it's hard to describe. Like I said, it more feels like it's in like straight up in my freaking middle of my back, you know, lower back, like right on the spine. It's like not off to the side, not, you know. Yeah, that would probably take care of it too, Deborah. Or Tessa. Rope your float would definitely be a good remedy. As pain relieving technologies. Yeah, maybe Robin. I don't know. Like, is there anything they can even do for scoliosis if a person has it? Yeah, I guess trying something would be better than not trying anything, you know? Even like that tiger balm or something, it just always seems like it's inflamed. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I sit too much, maybe sometimes I stand too long, I don't know. Like I said, it's just the joys of getting old, I guess. That's always what I chalk it out to. But yeah, let's get off here. I think I'm probably going to walk over and grab a Rip Your Float. Rocky, I'm sure, is probably wondering what I'm doing. So, like, all right, Dad. And it's dark, getting cold, so we'll be back at it Tuesday. Like I said, Tuesday, I think we're going to finish old Colorado City. Maybe even pop into some of those shops to see what they have. So I know they got some pretty unique, interesting little shops that we had passed by. We just didn't go into them. Of course, I had the scooter too, and I want to like leave the scooter outside the store, and then somebody grabs it. That would suck. Always that risk, you know. It's where my homeless outreach is. There's a lot of weirdos around that area. But I do want to finish that area because it is a very interesting, older area of Colorado Springs. So a lot of those houses are unique and shit. Otherwise, I don't know. If I think of something better by then, we could probably do that. That was kind of the plan for Tuesday, and then I was like, well, we can just go for a hike because I've been wanting to go to the Red Rocks for a while. So, you know, ultimately, I need to go to the Garden of the Gods, scooter around there, and film it and upload that as a premiere. You know, I should have probably thought about that a couple weeks ago. I mean, I still have a little bit of time. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do it on like Sunday or something if it's nice, and then upload that as a premiere so you guys can at least see Garden of the Gods because that's definitely worth it. But it's just reception issues back in there is the main problem. So, like I said, if I'm feeling up to it, and remember on Sunday, maybe I'll just go scooter around. Otherwise, we can save it for next summer. You know? Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We're back at it Tuesday for our last streaming week of the season in Colorado. Before we're on our way to Vegas for season 4 of Smelly. It's going to be an interesting season, that's for sure. Going to be a chill season. I'm looking forward to that. So, I'm definitely looking forward to a relaxing, chill warm winter. But we'll have to find lots of fun stuff to do, events to go to and stuff. So. Yeah, shout out to everybody that threw a little pocket change at me. Shout out to a couple new people popped in. Deseret, he hadn't popped out for a while. There's somebody else that popped in that was new tonight. Shout out to my mods, my members. And yeah, we're back at it on Tuesday. Unless I upload that premiere. Now that I'm talking about it, I feel like I probably should do it. I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to see how I feel on Sunday. Yeah, tell Darcy I said what up. VK's watching, what up? Jason, you're still out there. Isabel, Tammy, Susie, Tessa, Mr. Marcus. Goofy, if he's out there, I always miss his comment. He probably thinks I hate him. I don't think I miss anybody else. Alright, good night, everybody. We're out. Smelling Rocky. Good night. We're out.